and join me. And a huge congratulations. And I hope you'll join me this evening in really giving love to David and the whole of Thetford River Group. Because as you probably know as volunteers, when you volunteer for a group, the people you see every week, every month, sometimes every day, are more than just fellow volunteers. They become the people that you always end up bumping into, don't you? Wherever you go, whether it's a supermarket, whether it's the chippy when you're in your PJs, you're like, oh hi, fancy seeing you here. But they're the people, aren't they, that you call when you need that go-to person, and you probably call them more than your other half, to be fair. But they also become your best friends, don't they? They're your go-tos, and they're the people when you need a helping hand, you know will be there straight away to help, and they become your family. And sadly for David and the Thetford River Group, they've lost a much loved family member this week. Because founder Sean Reddy sadly passed away at the weekend, and it's come as such a huge shock, I think, for all those who knew him, and from building a boat out of plastic bottles to even helping me while broadcasting live on Norfolk Day. Somehow, and to this day I still don't know how, somehow wobble myself into a kayak to find out all about the work that the River Group do. And even that moment, Sean spoke with so much passion, so much knowledge for the river, and so much joy about Thetford and what that river means to him. And I know he was constantly out doing all he could to protect it. And David, I know it's been such a hard time for you and everyone. And look, I can only send my deepest condolences. But he really was one of those once in a lifetime guys, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He's well known in the town for not just the River Group, but other groups he was in as well. I was out on the river over the weekend, and I was getting so much condolences from passers-by, all sorts. So he was well known. It was very sad to see him go. But by rights, it should be him receiving this award today. So I've had to step up and receive it in his memory.
And I know, that award, it's Sean's award, isn't it? And he was, and you only have to look online and just see message after message after message of love. So I'm going to have to give you a hug, but a huge hug to you and to everyone in the group. And if you're part of a voluntary organisation, you will know those people that you see all the time. They're your family, aren't they? And when you lose one of them, it's such a sad moment, and I can't imagine what you're going through. But I hope this, in his honour, brings a bit of joy to you and everyone at Thetford River Group. You do an amazing job, so let's give them a round of applause, please. And David as well, and I'm actually going to wait for them to sit down. If it's okay with you, and I hope you don't mind this evening, I hope you will join me, and maybe stand as well, for a minute's silence in solidarity with David and all of Thetford River Group. And the whole Thetford family to remember Sean, and also maybe members of your own voluntary family that maybe you've lost. But for Sean, I'd like to just take a minute's silence to remember him and amazing work that he did.